last video I said that we need to take down those ceiling boards because they were about to come down. A few of them had already collapsed, so it was a bit sketchy to walk around there. So we started to take those ceiling boards down. Even though the attic was vacuumed out of the old insulation, there was still a lot of crap left in the gap between the ceiling boards and the beams above them. We had to take the ceiling planks out to check the condition of them and to attach them better later on, because clearly the old nails aren't holding up anymore, and it was getting kind of dangerous to move in here. So we also thought that now that all of the planks are down, it's a good time to give them a thorough wash. Because the idea of getting 100-year-old dust sprinkled on your dinner plate doesn't sound very good. This will be a kitchen after all. I thought that we'll spend like a couple of evenings taking the boards down and one evening washing them and drying them and so on, but it took about 4 evenings, and by evenings I mean 4 to 5 hours per evening, just to take the boards down, and 1 or 2 evenings taking down the huge logs, and it has taken about 15 hours so far just to clean the boards up, and this will be the 4th evening, so total of about 20 hours just to get those boards cleaned. And they're not even clean because we don't have running water here, and carrying the water back and forth of the well we have is taking so much energy in this heat that we are just like, it's basically dirty water that we're washing the boards with, so it's not very useful, but that's all we're gonna do at this point. We need to check later. Oh my god, the horsefly! Colors of white and gray. Tämä on tätä niinku tällä pesulla tosta. These planks were apparently painted with something we call liimamaali, glue paint, and it's made of chalk and bone glue. I am thinking of leaving the planks as they are right now. They may seem really rugged for some, but I do like the look. Or if I choose to paint them at some point, I definitely will be using the same glue paint that they did back then. It's incredible to think that I can make the same exact paint by myself in 2024 as they used way back in 1800s. That's the magic in renovating old houses and using traditional methods and materials. And basically, that's why I'm here doing all this. There's so much of wild strawberries this year. Midsummer is officially over for this year. I have just been thinking that maybe next year, maybe next midsummer, we're gonna be able to spend it here, like on our yard, and do some barbecue and just sit outside on our own damn yard. And even though I'm looking forward to this, and like it would be nice, but I'm not mad if that doesn't happen, because we've had so many deadlines already for all the stuff, course for moving in, and I'm not sure when that will happen. So it happens when it happens, but it's just a nice thought that this might actually get easier at some point. So I'm looking forward to that. Horseflies drive me nuts. I came here to pick up some stuff, and I thought that I'm gonna show you what we got done during our work party. We had a work party here. So these kind people who came here, they totally just saved our asses. Like 2 weeks worth of work was done in just a few hours. And some of these people who were here, they even came back after last year's work party, which was awful. But this time it was a bit easier. So I was like, we can do that ourselves. We don't have to like waste their time on a simple task like this. But my husband was saying like, we can't just always put them into a horrible task because they will stop coming. So we need to educate them like a dog that you kind of give them something nice, so they will maybe coming to the conclusion that it's not always awful when they come here. So this was the nice task, so maybe next time we have a work party it will be awful again. Just like stomp on it.
Now we have to get it all out.
We can kick in the middle.
And I love one with that.
Nice. Let's go in and see what we got done. But yeah, we cleaned the yard and then we filled these fireplace foundations with gravel. This was a small task. It took like probably 5 or 10 minutes to fill. But the other one was a bit more. So yeah, we filled this during the work party. Me and my sister-in-law Nikki were building this concrete wall here in the middle. And the guys were cleaning up the yard. I can't imagine how much time it would have taken us to do the job by ourselves. So thank you people who came here. I'm so happy. It's even just like a small task like this, it gives us so much energy because everything is so slow when we do it by ourselves. So having something done in a day is like a miracle here. And now these fireplace foundations, they are ready to have the concrete slab here. So there will be like a 10 centimeter concrete slab here with the rebar. Is that a rebar? Like the iron things here. And someday there will be a huge fireplace or like a bread oven and a little cast iron stove here, but I don't know when that will happen because it's a lot of money and we don't have that money, so yeah, but I don't know. I don't know when that will happen. So we're in the kitchen. I haven't showed you with my camera. I've just been filming here this ceiling situation with my phone, which does not have a great camera. So this is where we're at with the ceiling. Hello. Don't worry. So we took the ceiling boards down. They are here, numbered and brushed and cleaned as far as we can go with our well water. We are planning to put the ceiling boards on top of these beams because I would have wanted them to be like they were, so down here, and I like small cozy basis, so that's why I'm having a hard time to give up on that idea. But yeah, we're gonna put them on top of these beams because that way these beams are gonna be in the warm area, so they are not in the middle of the insulation and prone to damage from the moisture and everything. So that will hopefully give them a longer lifespan than they would have had otherwise. Okay. Ooh, don't shit on me! So we did found some extra rot here. I didn't think it was possible, but apparently anything is possible in this house. So the attic space here, it was very dark and hard to move in because there was half rotten logs on top of these beams here, and behind those logs there was rot there in the corner. So we had to text our trusted log guy Sami, who came here and checked on that. He said that it's nothing like massive, maybe a few patches are mandatory, but that's it. So not a massive problem in our scale. But yeah, while he was here, he also made these window holes here in this room a bit bigger. We don't have a chainsaw and we don't know how to use a chainsaw like that. So I have never used a chainsaw. So we just observed very closely to be able to do that on the rest of the house by ourselves. But yeah, the old windows that were here there are from 90s and they are not very pretty for my liking. So I bought old, like over 100-year-old windows last summer, I think. They're a bit bigger than the previous ones were. Hello bird, you came back. So yeah, that's why we needed to make this hole a bit wider. Before winter we need to get this room closed because there's insulation and we don't want to ruin everything. So that's why we need the windows on this room first. But other than that, I'm not really sure yet what we're gonna do next here.
Well, I can tell you now what we'll be doing. We started preparing the fireplace foundations for the last concrete slabs. But somehow we had changed from house owners into intruders.
Apua, niitä on 3. Älkää pommittako meitä. Tällä puolella.
No, siellä oli sillä porjilla pesä.
Tää lentää niin läheltä. We come in peace.
Maybe it's clear by now that we're working on a small budget here, so of course we're making these rebar nets also ourselves. It's a little money saved now, but small streams I try to remind myself. And in the end, I'm sure we'll be thanking ourselves. Other than that, we have been working on these small tasks. You know, the little things that you have to remember to do before doing the next thing. And this task was one of those.
Oliko laho keskeltä? Vai menikö se läpi jo? Ai.
We had to fix these saggy ceiling beams, and we were wondering for a while how we're gonna execute this. But after a little brain teaser in a hardware store, We came up with this system and I think it works good. It's weird to think just how much we have learned during this renovation. If somebody would have showed me a few years ago that I would be doing something like this here, I would have passed out. But then again, I have always thought that a curious mind never stops learning.